But even then, like, no matter how well you describe it, like, it's still, you can't even comprehend that. It's almost disrespectful to the actual thing. You know what I mean? I had one trip on DMT. I remember bringing this up in a podcast recently where I had this like Tinkerbell fucking shadowy, glittery being. Yeah, bro. She's in like the corner and she's just dancing. You know what I mean?
You said a Tinkerbell?
Her silhouette was like Tinkerbell from fucking Peter Pan.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She's just kind of dancing in the corner. She's like,
"You're Peter Pan."
She's like, "Check this out."
Them bitches existed before Peter Pan. Come on now.
And she fucking opens like a rectangle. She goes, "This is one dimension," and like a 3D looks into it. You know what I mean? Huh. And it's like this city inside. And she's like, "Watch this." She takes the corners of the rectangles and she fucking does this and makes another shape. And goes, "Look into this one." And it's like a whole different dimension. And she's like, "That's tight, huh?" And she fucking takes the corners and makes another shape and goes, "Check this out." And by like the fourth time, I'm like, what the fuck is this going to do for me in my realm? You know what I mean? Like, this is like really huge files to upload and I don't really have room for this. You know, I'd rather learn finance and like, like martial arts and shit.
What I've seen or what I've heard in like these podcasts and all these interviews and shit like that from all these people is that they're saying that these beings are just so fucking excited, dog. That's all it is. They're just hella excited to fucking meet us, to see us and shit. Like, I mean, I don't know, like, how they're perceiving time, you know what I mean? But they're just happy as shit that we're there.
Yeah.
And they just want to show us, you feel me? Or just like, there's some are like asking us to help, you know, to make things better. You know what I mean? And then some are like, some will literally just like be like, I'm glad, like they're saying that there's a lot of people that come back.
You're so right, bro. I've had hella experiences where like the being would come to me and be like, you don't know how like far I've come to like look for you, you know?
Yeah.
And I'd be like tripping out about it. And then like, as I'm starting to fade and be sober, they're like kind of like grasping on wanting me to kind of stay type shit. You know what I mean?
And then you pull back. Your initial instinct is to pull back from it, bro, because you're like,
it's intense, right?
This is cool, but I want to go back home. You know? You
know I got kids to feed.
You know?
Just tell me where I can get more of this shit.
I'm done fighting these aliens with Beerus in this other dimension. Use Dragon Balls to wish me back.
Dude, imagine that guy who got called the N-word. That was probably just the worst guy ever. You know, it's like, I wasn't looking for you.
What was going through his mind?
What if his homie's like, "Oh, dog, that was the PCP, not the DMT."
That's ancestral tragedy that he didn't know.
That's some racist PCP.
Dear God, what the fuck was he taking? What did he take?
He said DMT.
Yeah, apparently it was DMT that he took, and then like, yeah, he saw.
Apparently,
but it's Reddit, you know what I mean?
You mean other beings can be racist too?
I'm glad to see you. The South will rise again.
Shit was probably cut.
Damn, y'all here too? Shit, I must be at the other place.
Just turn around, his cape was a Confederate flag.
You're not allowed in this dimension.
You lost something.
What's that new drug? All these people. What's that new drug? All these people are dying off of.
Fentanyl.
It was cut with fentanyl.
Xanax.
Oh no, he was on some other shit. Nah, but that guy, you know, he needs to do some soul searching for sure. He probably should have ate some mushrooms a few more times before he did DMT. You know, the mushrooms are like the bike with the training wheels.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? You take enough of it, you break the boundary. You take enough of anything, you break the boundary. You know, you could have peyote, ayahuasca, you could have DMT, you could have mushrooms. I feel like they're all the different feelings, but they're all gateways to the same thing. Because like when like a lot of these research is on it showing that when people come back or go to these trips, these beings that are there meeting them are saying like, "We're happy that you did it."
Hold up, bro. Just so I don't sound like a jabroni and say I was gonna say that. For me, dude, because yeah, I hate when people like, after the fact they go, "Oh, I was gonna say that." But just so we're on the same vibe, are you gonna say that sometimes the entities are like saying, "Hey, stop coming over here," because like there's nothing more to learn at this point?
That's possible.
That's pretty
so.
Because I've had those experiences, so I was gonna say, "Oh, dude, are you talking about this?"
No, I wasn't. Okay. I haven't had that experience. I haven't had that communication. I came to that conclusion myself, you know what I mean, and was like, okay, I'm good, you know what I mean. But what I've seen is like people are literally saying that this is technology, that this is a new form of technology that we just haven't mastered yet, and these beings that are fucking meeting us on the other side of these trips are happy that we're finally like fucking letting go of our egos and breaking stupid like dogmas to truly experience what the world has to offer for us, and because people are more open-minded now, you don't really you're less patronized for it, you're less ridiculed for it, you're not going to get crucified for it if you're in certain places of the world. So the world is becoming a little bit more lax on it. I hope that we kind of teeter towards it more. But it's these beings say that it's technology and they're glad that they're seeing us. You know what I mean? Which is some fucking crazy shit for a whole bunch of people to be saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because when I was doing it, I was going through some shit. So I was right now to do DMT. It's so intense, dude. I get nervous. It's like a crazy roller coaster that you're like, not this time, I'll pass this time because it's so intense. But for the time in the time I was doing it a lot, like I was going through something, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just do it. But after doing it a while, man, I had this one trip. Fucking these Zeus-like cloud beings, they like shut the gates and they're like, nah, not today. Like you're not allowed this time. You know what I mean?
Well, that's an interesting message, bro, to receive. I like